Morning. Well, welcome to I'm Intent on Adventure. I am in Plymouth and we're going to go Dartmoor camping. Oh, splats right on me. Anyway, it's 5:15. Nowhere's open. I'm going to Tavistock. So the good thing about camping is that you're self-reliant. So I've made a nice coffee, a nice brew. There's nowhere open and there's no one else here. And I'm going to wait till 6 o'clock, and then there is going to be a cab going to come and pick me up and take me to Tavistock. There's a thunderstorm tonight, so I don't really fancy being out on the moor. So I've booked a bunkhouse, and I'm going to stay at the bunkhouse, which is also purely by chance a pub. Well, just coming into Tavistock, and behind me there is Sir Francis Drake. Apparently he was mayor of Tavistock. Who would have known? But there we are, it's a fact. Right, I'm going to go and look for some breakfast. I'm hoping there's going to be a cafe. It's a rather large town. I was thinking that Tavistock was going to be a village. It's not, it's a town, and quite a big one. So I'm going to hike on now. It's a long road into the town centre. So I think I've been shortchanged by the cab driver. He dropped me off here when I wanted the town centre, and that's right down here. So yeah, I've been shortchanged. But anyway, stretch the legs. I'll speak to you later. And behind me is a church founded by the Reverend Thomas, who also founded the Cockermouth Independent Church, each to their own, in the 1600s. Bit of information there. So when you hear Cockermouth, you can put it together with the Reverend Thomas. Anyway, I'm on my way. You're going to see a little bit of the high street, and it is just gone 7 o'clock in the morning, and I'm on. So I will give you a shout back when I'm actually on the moors. I've got a hike to do now, because I was supposed to have started off in Princetown, but Princetown is fully booked. Well, it's an hour and a half walk from the town, which you can see in the distance. And it's uphill all the way, and it's cooler. Yeah, it's fresher. That's where I'm heading, over there. Now, I'm not a rambler, I'm an ambler, so I'm taking my time. I need to find some water now. It has been raining a lot, so there should be a stream somewhere. And then may even stop and have a cup of coffee. Be lovely. But anyway, I'm going to go and enjoy the scenery in the open air and Dartmoor. And when I've rambled on a little bit more, I will get back to you. Speak to you in a minute. That is FOGGINTOR Tor. That on the right is Middle Staples Tor, and that on the left is Great Staples Tor. The excitement in me says go and climb them all. But the sensible part says, listen, don't kill yourself on the first day. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to stay in the valley here, walk along, and then I may go to Great Staples Tor up there. And but I need to find some water first. I'm a bit thirsty, and I'll find some water, and then when I've rehydrated, I shall got to Great Staples Tor. Hopefully get there for lunchtime and go from there. I'm intending to walk. Do you know what? I don't know where I'm going to walk now because I'm a day behind and not started from Princetown, but I'm going to keep walking up towards Tor, the other side of the moors, but whether I make it there or not, I don't know. I'm in no rush. I'm here just to enjoy the scenery and the walk. I had a plan, well I had two plans actually, or maybe even three on the map before I came here, and now I've changed it to no plan at all, and that's, to me, okay. It's part of the fun, it's part of the adventure. Just make it up as you go along. I was here a couple of Februaries ago and I never saw the moors at all. It was just gales, rain and fog, and I didn't see any tours. I didn't see anything at all. I was just 10 feet in front of me and aimlessly wandering around the moors looking for something or waiting for the weather to break, and it didn't. So I decided that when the weather's better I was going to come back, and last week was blazing sunshine and this week showers, thunderstorms, but it is cooler, which is a good thing because you don't want to be too hot here and no water. So yeah, I think I've got the middle ground, which is okay. I'm hoping my waterproof jacket is enough, and I'm hoping it's not just showerproof because I didn't check it before coming out. I normally bring my ridgeline, but that's a little bit too heavy and thick for this weather. You would just be just as wet on the inside through the sweat walking. So yeah, right, let's go on a bit further. The Dartmoor ponies. A little baby pony down there, and another little baby pony. It's a bit thick around here. You got to pick your way without twisting anything. I'm short, a bit of a bushwhacking across the moors now, no path. There we go. Going up the top of Great Middle Tor. No. Yeah, anyway, something like that. I'm going to one of them, that one, then that one. Great steeple tour. I went to middle steeple over there and came along to this one. Now heading in that direction. I'll pick a route when I get there because I'm going that way and keep going that way, or maybe that way, and then go around in a circle. I want to finish at Princetown, ideally, so we'll see. Just having some sweets. Myself a bit of a sugar rush. This is great. I mean, the thing is that I came here, I may have said before, did I? In February, a couple of years ago. So I wanted to, it wasn't a fail because I enjoyed the trip to a point. Rain, fog, wind, terrible. 4 days. Couldn't see in front of me hand. So I actually wanted to come back and actually see the moors, which now I have done, so I'm pleased I've done it. And also what I'm pleased about so far is that it's got the sort of, like, it is sort of desolate, or you get that feeling of desolation, yeah. But without being too far from people and roads. But you can get yourself sort of lost here. But you haven't got the arduous and killing mountains of Wales and Scotland and the Lake District. It's sort of more gentle, more manageable for the beginner. Yeah, so I think that's why that is good. So for beginners that are wanting to try wild camping, I would definitely say Dartmoor. But make sure you got the right tent. If the weather changes here, it's bad. Can be bad. Anyway, I'm going to finish my sweets, have a little amble round the tower before I leave. Or might climb on the top of there. Right, oops. Right, so I got up here because I wanted to. I think it was a stupid move because now I've got to get down. I'm not that good with height, especially in the wind, but great views. I'm not exactly the nimblest person. Oh, look what I've just seen. A stash box. Let's go and see what's in there. Beyond this now is the military firing range. And that is where I'm going. What a splendid day it's turning out to be. I hope it continues. And just over there you can see the military posts all the way along the moors, all the way down to the distance, and they would have flags on those if there's any firing. There's an old stone settlement there. You see the outlines of it, the ruins of. When they give the warnings out that there is manoeuvres here, don't panic too much, because there's no live firing on this range, it's all blanks. So although you will hear popping and whiz bangs, that'll be about it. And they will know you're there anyway, so they're not going to give you any grief. It's a warning that they're here. Don't know about night time though, when your tent's out and you're hearing. So I think it is advisable not to go into here when the flags are up. But if they're not up now and you're on a multi-day hike and you're in the middle of this and the flags go up, you're not going to see them if you're over there. So you'll hear them, but you won't see them. You won't see the flags. So I don't think it is a problem. It's just a warning. There we are. I've decided to leave the tours behind over there because people, I don't mind people, wonderful, all doing the same sort of thing as me, hiking, having days out and whatnot, but I wanted to be alone on the moors. So I've walked out, I'm walking into the middle of it, where it's nice and quiet and peaceful. The wind's not howling around the camera, it's breezy, but it's not windy, it's just a gentle breeze. Very nice. Pleased I come. If the weather stays the way it is. I don't see any forecast for the next 5 days of anything to enjoy. It just says showers, heavy, flooding potentially, flash flooding potentially, thunder and lightning potentially, but apart from that it should be fine. What can you do? You can't just stop indoors just because the weather is a little bit dodgy. I stayed there last night in Tavistock because it said there was definitely a storm brewing with thunder and lightning, and that really didn't occur. So I missed a day out on the moors, but you've got to be sensible. And everybody in town said, "No, listen, be sensible. Don't go out on the moors when there is a thunderstorm, because there's nowhere to hide." Do sheep and cows and horses get struck by lightning? Why only people? I've never heard of a sheep being blown up by a thunderbolt. Maybe they do. I don't know. I may Google it later when I'm in my tent. Something to do. But I've never heard of it. So why is? But anyway. So. Oh, my phone's going off. Speak to you later. Bye. Stone circle. Nothing else to say about it really. It's a stone circle who no one knows what it's here for. Right, I'm going to find out exactly where I am and then where to next. Hello. What a hard day. I didn't do too much filming in the afternoon because I made a couple of errors. Schoolboy errors, really. I got my map and compass, but because I've not used it for a while, I've been using my GPS machine, which I left at home on purpose because I wanted to come out and, oh, don't lose your compass, and play. But I got lost, and which is unusual for me. So I've come from over there all the way round in a circle and then down to here, which I needn't have done that, but I didn't trust my brain, because it was saying that what I was doing on this was wrong, and it clearly wasn't wrong. I was right. So now I've reorientated myself, and I now know where I am. It's taken a while, but anyway. So over there where that mast is, that's the television mast, and to the, is it your left over here, is Princetown. So tomorrow I'm going in that direction, where I set my map and compass stupidly to be going in that direction, which is not where I want to go. But anyway, I've now realised my mistake. This is why sometimes it's, when you're out here, just stop, keep walking and walking and walking like I did today. It was just a schoolboy error, and I thought, oh yeah, I know, yeah, I'll just carry on, I'll carry on, and I've walked and walked and walked for 3 hours unnecessarily through Moorland, which has got huge tufts of grass and holes. It took me forever to get through it, because if you fall there and you twist your ankle or your knee, you're in a world of grief. So I had to really take my time. Anyway, I found water there, so that's why I've camped here. And with my grail, I'm hoping that it works, because all the cattle drink out of that, and the sheep, and also use it as their toilets. No one's told them that you can't really do that, but they're just carrying on. So what I've done, I found a little bit of a stream that comes out of that mud there, and I've been taking it into the grail. So I'm rehydrated now, thank goodness. I was desperately thirsty. Out there is no water, and today was really warm. So yeah, I was knackered, and I needed water. So I'm taking a load of water on board now. And so I'm looking forward. This is my little hillyberg. I love this tent. It's a bit dirty. I was shocked, because I've been camping on the coast, and where I was, it was still that chalk from the shingles and whatnot, you know. This was in the soil, so it just all got dirty when I packed it away. Didn't realise. So when I get back, I'm going to try and set it up somewhere and wash it, give it a clean. It deserves it. So yeah, I've got food. What I've got, so let me just put this away here, and I'll show you. This was also a little bit of a mistake, but you learn as you go along. But I never do, because I've been doing this for years yet, and I haven't learned. It's only because new stuff comes out. So I thought, oh, well, do you know what, I'll give that a go, But I ordered some food. It was wet food, not dry, which I'm looking forward to trying, but it's like for 5 days, but it weighs a ton. Why do you do that, Lance? I don't know. I'm going to eat it all as quick as I can so it makes it all lighter. Because in here I have this tent meals, so light. Just put boiling water. I've tried it before and it is superb, but I wanted to try that. I ordered it, so it turned up, and it weighs a bloody ton. I never ever hike it. It's all right if you're going to go local, like, you know, to your woods and things like that, but to bring out here, I was just stupid. It's just added to the weight of everything. But it is what it is, and I've got it now. So tonight I'm going to have one of them, and I'm going to let you know what I think. And then tomorrow I'm going to have one of the tent meals. But I've already tried those anyway. I love their cinnamon porridge, and there's Thai food there and all sorts. But yeah, we'll eat. I normally don't. When I come camping, I'm not even hungry now, and I've not had breakfast. I don't know what it is with me. I go camping and I eat very little, and I should do, because you need that energy to get up those hills. But I just can't be bothered. All I want to do is get into my tent and go to sleep, and then in the morning I just want to get up and then go. But I shouldn't really. I should just slow down, and I'm going to. Tomorrow, before I leave here, I'm going to have breakfast. That's what I'm going to do. I'm going to have breakfast tomorrow, which I've never done before when I'm camping. I'll pack away and I'll go, do you know what, I'll have breakfast en route in a couple of hours, and then I never do. And I end up by taking it all home. My wife was like, have you not eaten? Oh, really? Just snacked on biscuits and things. So yeah, tomorrow, breakfast. Change of regime. Tonight's supposed to be, I think, thunderstorms. But then they said that yesterday, and it never happened. Please let it be the same. So what I've done, as you've noticed, yeah, I'm lower. So all around, yeah, I'm lower than the high ground, obviously, because it would be high ground, would it? So I'm in a valley. I've done that on purpose for safety. But if it rains heavily, I'm also higher than what the floodwater would be. So if water come gushing down, yeah, from the hills, it would go all into there, and nothing would come up this high. So yeah, double bubble. Yeah, at least I thought that bit out. Got my jumper out drying. It was sweaty, hot when I was up there, so I've got my washing line out. That is it, really. And I'm going to put the kettle on. I'm going to have a coffee. So yeah, we'll have a little chat later, see how I'm doing. I'll give the missus a phone. Well, let's find out. It smells all right. Nice, smells nice. That's hot. Okay, that was worth carrying the weight. Oh yeah. Don't realise how hungry you are until you start eating.
definitely have that again. It's just spicy, but it's not. You could add your own chilies. Now, I'd be as happy as Larry in this place, but there's a small drawback. Over behind me there, there's a herd of cows and a bull, or several bulls. And I think I'm on their runway down to the water. Not happy about that either. Hey ho. I hope they leave me alone. One of them's been down to have a look and then went back. I didn't know he was there till I turned around. Made me jump. That is good. I'm hoping when I'm in my tent that they just ignore me and leave my tent alone and don't stampede me. Why do I put these things in my mind? I don't know. That is good sugar. I like that. That is good. Well, now you're probably wondering about the bag. That is my go away cow and bull bag. So hopefully flapping in the wind is going to keep the bulls and the cows away, because they are, or have been, very near my tent. I don't fancy being trampled through the night. But apart from that, fabulous views. It's 7 o'clock at night. I am exhausted. My poor little legs. I'm having a bag of nuts. I got my whiskey. I'm watching a film. Oh, fabulous. Then tomorrow, break camp. If the cows don't get me, and go to Princetown and ride out the storm if it comes. I mean, the thing is, they said this yesterday, thunder and lightning, so I stayed in Tavistock and it never happened. But the problem is, you can't take the chance. The poles are an alloy. Am I better off with fiberglass poles? I don't know. How often do I go out in the thunder and lightning? Not often. What a shame it is. Not put a damp squid on the whole proceedings. It hasn't, but it has in a way. You know what I mean? So I don't mind going to Princetown, a couple of beers in the pub, ride the storm out, and then come back out again. You know, it is what it is, isn't it? Today has been an eye-opener, really, for the harsh realities of Dartmoor. When you see people on YouTube in Dartmoor enjoying themselves and trotting around and camping here and camping there and going to this tour and that tour, they know Dartmoor inside out. They know where they're going to be camping. They've been there before. When you come here blind and you're wandering around aimlessly, well, not aimlessly, because you know you got where you want to go. But it's boggy, hilly. There's a lot of tall grass which is in clumps, so you got to be careful. You fall down. Oh, I have fallen down so often. Luckily, I bought my walking poles. If I hadn't have bought my walking poles, some sections would have been horrendous, but they did save me. Horseflies, my legs have been bitten all over. They are in a lot of pain. They are. The whiskey is going to sort that out. Oh, but I want to scratch them. Yeah. So if it was not for the storms, but if it was like now, the weather, to camp on top of the tours would have been absolutely outstanding. I would have loved that. But as this weather's going now, it's not possible. I may do that tomorrow night. I'm hoping the thing is, it said there's going to be no storms tonight, and then all of a sudden it's popped up, there's going to be storms. So that's a bit of a pain, really, because you've got to camp a bit lower. So yeah. So maybe tomorrow night when I leave Princetown, that's the plan. Then I'll head to a tour, and I might camp on top of one of those. I would like to do that. And then there's 3 more days on. Oh, please don't be any more storms. I don't mind wind and rain. That's tickety-boo. I'll cope with that. Thundering and lightning, I think, is a bit silly being up here with that. But then if you're stuck out here and it's thundering and lightning, you've got no choice, have you? But I wouldn't be happy. So in reality, Dartmoor, the weather, the storms, the lightning, the cows, the bulls, trying to find a little camping spot to put your tent up before it gets dark, they're all challenges if you've not been to Dartmoor before, which to me is all part of the adventure. So mistake number, I think, 3. What I'd done is I put my tent near a water source, which is tickety-boo, but around it was cowpats, and I thought, do you know what, it'll be fine, they'll come down like when I've gone for a drink. but that was a bit of a mistake because they come down now, and they were not happy with my tent, and I was surrounded. I was making noises and clattering like this. I was just going like, blowing my little whistle, not too loudly, but just enough to let them know that I was here, so they didn't come near my tent. But one or two did, the pregnant ones. There was calves, and they were coming, like the mothers were like protecting the calves. So I was worried. I was in the tent and I'm thinking, this is not good. This is not good at all. But anyway, eventually, after about an hour, and the longest hour in the world, I think they've ambled off now. I've seen their arses going up the hill. I hope they don't come back until tomorrow. I'm packing up about 6 in the morning and I'm going to be gone. So that's a mistake. Do not put your tent near a water source when you see cowpats around, because that's where they come, and they won't be happy with your tent being there. I don't know whether they're curious or they're protecting the calves, the babies, or they're just pissed off with my tent being here. I don't know. I didn't ask them and they didn't tell me, so it is what it is. So there we are. That was that over with. So yeah, it is now 8:30. Oh, that was a long hour, and they've ambled off now, so I feel a bit better. Yeah, anyway, hopefully there'll be no more interruptions through the evening. Back to me movie. Good morning. It's 6 o'clock and the cows are back, so I'm out of here because I'm in that way of the water, all packed away. In the distance there, I don't know if you can see it, but there are big clouds coming. It has predicted thunderstorms today, but I don't know when. It changes all the time. So I'm going to head up there towards Princetown, and at least when I get to the top I'll make a decision. So I'm going to get a little bit of a move on, and I shall see you up there. Well, across this stream, all looks very nice. Shouldn't be too difficult, but if you're on your own, undo your rucksack. Don't cross with your rucksack done up. If you fall in there, that there can be quite deep, and the other side, you're in a bit of grief. So undo your rucksack first, top and bottom, and then cross, then do it back up. Just a little tip. Might save your life one day. I'll see you the other side, just in case I fall in. Bye. As nice as that stream looks, never ever ever drink out of a stream unless it's purified. I've got a water purifier, and in the moors you don't know what's up there. So there's a placenta, and then down here is a dead cow in the water. So if you decided to come along here and drink water down there, and you got this dead cow up here, you're going to be ill. Desolate, I'll give it that. I've been here in February. Not the place to come in February. That once was enough. Wouldn't do it again. The weather's unpredictable now. 1% battery left. Surprisingly enough, although you saw that stream down there, when you get up here there's no water. So when you've walked up that hill, yeah, there's nothing. I've got some water on my back, but not a lot. So yeah, it's the flick of the coin really. Do you carry all the water and the weight, or do you wait to get the water? At least it's not too hot at the moment. It is 6:45 in the morning. So I'm heading that direction towards Princetown. Thunderstorms due today, but I mean, look at it. Is it? There's a breeze, and that's going to bring the clouds in. I won't show you towards the breeze because the sun's over there and you won't be able to see it. But do I take notice of that? Don't know. Let's wait and see. Right, I've come from over there this morning. I don't know if you can see, but that big hill there, I was just the other side of that, dropped down, across the stream, chased by the cows, ran across the moor, got soaking wet, come here, been bitten by horseflies. Apart from that, tickety boo. Heading down there. There's Princetown there, look. That's its mast. From over there it looks as though it's here, so when you come over the hill and you see that, you think, oh, for goodness sake. But I'm hoping that there's a fence there, as you can see. I'm going to follow the fence line. I'm hoping there's a path over there. Yeah, come through that smelly swamp. That was deep. Good to have the fence. I wasn't prepared to walk all the way around when I just needed to go there. It's I now stink and everything's soaked, and the horseflies are enjoying the feast. Right, let's go. Oh, get off. Right, I'm going to go before I get eaten alive. I came from right over there this morning and then humped right the way across the moors. I am exhausted. It's probably one of the worst, or not worst, hardest hikes I've ever done. Bog, sometimes way past my ankles. Worrying really. Yeah, nearly lost my boots at one stage, and that heavy rucksack weighing you in doesn't help. Just been bitten by another horsefly just as I reached here. Bugger. And that one hurt as well. But the views are spectacular. Yes, it has worth it. It was worth it. I've got a big grin across my face. That is lovely. Oh, I'm gonna have half an hour's rest. Oh, thank goodness there's a path leading that way towards Princetown. what I wouldn't give now for a pint of water. Right, so a bit of a break and then we'll hit the road again. Sorry. The wife. Right on the path where I wanted to go. So yet again I'm yumping along with no path. I'm hoping they'll stay where they are and leave me alone. They know I'm here because they're looking at me. But if they come towards me uninvited, I have plans A, B and C. I think I'll be fine. They're not interested. I think they're just nosy. But I don't want to take that chance. You know. Well, I've done a lot of walking this morning. A lot. I'm absolutely took it out. And it is only 10 o'clock. But I've been walking since 6. Oh, now Princetown this way, obviously it says so. 2 bridges straight on, and down there at 2 bridges, if you turn left at the 2 bridges, is Wiseman Wood. But we're going to go this way. It's less than 2 miles to go. Sink a load of water, coffee, get some food down me. Ah, beautiful, beautiful scenery. It's what keeps you going though. My legs are like jelly now, but do you know what? You look up, you see all that, and you carry on. And I know there's water at the end of this. I haven't seen any. So I haven't seen any water. All the stream beds that I've seen are dried up. Hey ho. So yeah. And then the only pub in the village now is the Prince of Wales. The pub that I did like, well I like both of them, but my favourite pub in years gone by was the Plume of Feathers. But if I've not mentioned it before, it is now gone bankrupt, and clearly that will be up for sale. So I can't go and have a beer in there, but there we are. Right, let's get on. Look at the cuties. Hello. Well, that can't be it. So we'll go down and go that way.
carry on. Nice little family on their outing, a little chat, laughing about the cows. See, that'd be perfect for camping if it wasn't for the cows. And there they are, look. I just waiting for there's a gap because I thought I'd be all on my own. This is clearly a popular place because I can see people all the way down the path going up to the main road. I think there's a car park up there. So yesterday I was up on those tours there, all the way along, all the way along, all the way along, all the way along, then came down and then up there to Princetown. On the map you can bounce along quite happily in a day, but in reality, nah. The thing is, I know it's summer and it's a little bit like October elsewhere, but I like it like this. It's fabulous. So you don't want to be too hot hiking anyway. You don't want to be sweating all day in the heat and getting sunburned. This is, to me, is perfect weather. As long as the thunderstorms aren't coming, I'm happy. Look at those settlements, look. If you're into history, Dartmoor is the place to come. We'll set up home. Fogging Tor. There is a steady stream of visitors and swimmers. Someone said there's leeches in there, but I don't know. I won't be going in. I'll settle down a little bit. And somebody left a full can of Macassin. Thank you. I didn't bring any booze really, so I've got a drink. I've got a drop of whiskey left, but not a lot. And I'm going to go exploring. Fogging Tor. Very nice. 2 days here. Actually, no, 2 nights. 2 nights, and exploring the area. I've had enough of being bullied by the cows. So there's plenty of places to explore. So I'm going to go and do that and take some photos. I'm going to really enjoy that. It's great. Weather's going to be unsettled. So whatever that means, I don't know. So I'm expecting rain, no thunder and lightning, thank you. Well, that's the moors for you. It's 12:30 in the afternoon. This is only a shower, and why it's not a bad thing is that selfishly, when it's doing what it is doing, everybody's now gone. There's about a dozen people here, so they're all packed up and left. And so when it stops showering, the heavy shower, prolonged, there'll be nobody here.
I'll be on my own. Then I'll have a nice cup of coffee and have a bit of a wander. I'll catch you when it stops raining. Not a bad view from my tent, even though it is raining, but I'm nice and dry. And the prolonged heavy shower did not get rid of the people, they're still here. But hey. Well, it's the moors, you know. 4:45 in the evening. Wind and rain. But yeah, I think there's showers on and off. So I'm in now. I'm not going out anywhere. And I am reading The Hounds of the Baskervilles on the moors, so I won't sleep tonight. I can hear the cows mooing in the distance when it's not raining. And I think, thank goodness they can't get in here. Unless they can climb. I'm going to have my dinner in about an hour. I'm not decided. I might have two, actually. I'm starving. So I had a tent meal. I don't know if you've seen those, but they're in like white see-through polythene wrapping, dried food, but very tasty. But I had super seeds this morning, but I can only eat half. They're just so filling. They're 800 calories, but there's too much. So I think, see, the thing is, I thought, like, well, I'll just have half. But then because they're in layers, once you pour it out, you'd have to mix it up, then pour half back in, I suppose, and then just eat half, which is what I'll try and do next time I do that, because I can't eat a whole one, I just waste it. But it keeps you going all day. Very tasty. And I've got RMS foods wet for tonight, just boiling the bag. But they're so heavy to take on the moors. But yeah, it is what it is. So I'm going to have some more readings, and then in about an hour then I'll put my dinner on. And oh, a nice little surprise. When I got up here, I was setting up on the tent, setting the tent up, and on the rock there was a can of Mackerson unopened, just sat there waiting for me. So I shall decant that. As long as it goes like that, I know that it's not been unopened. So I'm going to drink that after dinner, and with a little bit of whiskey. And then tomorrow's another day. So I shall see you later when I'm getting my dinner ready. Bye. Very unstable. Right. As I was going to say, I've got an all-day breakfast, but I'm not going to have that. I've got chocolate pudding tomorrow night, halal chicken in yellow curry, or halal chili con carne, or what's this spicy vegetable? I don't know what that is, but anyway, I don't fancy that either. So I'll put those away. I'm going to have the yellow curry, and I got some knickknacks afterwards as well. So I'll have those after. I'll put those in the bag. don't really like eating lying down, but it ain't stopped raining. Well, it has stopped raining, but it just comes so quickly and then stops and then rains again. I can't be bothered to keep getting in and out of the tent, so we're going to eat lying down. My chicken. Oh yeah. That chicken. Actually meeting up. I have to say, when you're hungry, it's all right. I think it beats dry food, rehydrated. But of course, then you got the weight. When you go on long distance walks, 6 of these weighs a lot. Well, today's been enjoyable. I've had walks and wanders around, not too far. Tomorrow I'll leave the tent here and I'll go to King's Tor, and then there's an abandoned mine somewhere. I'm going to go and find that, see if that's worth a camp. Might come back, collect the tent and go to that, but we'll see the distances involved and see how tonight goes. See, it's stopped raining now. What a beautiful spot there. It's actually a few people here today. Families, walks. There were some nice chats with nice people. All right. I'm finished, I'll get back. See you later. I'll give that this moment whilst I'm here a 9 out of 10. Only because I'm hungry. It's hot and it tastes nice, and there's chicken actually in it. It's good. Rain coming my way. I got no chance of making it back to my tent, I don't think, before it hits, and that is going to be heavy. That's more than a shower. Oh well, just keep trudging, I'll get there. There's a bunch of rude people, basically toffs. Oxford, by the sound of it, just pushed me off the bloody track. I think I have to get out of my way. I'm coming through you now, all the way from the Oxford Rowing Association. Yeah, right, whatever. Oh, first rude people have actually ever messed us up here. But that's the toffs of today. Didn't know above everybody else. Well, not today, all of them. Oh, I think that storm's now gone. Tent, if you can hear me. I wasn't expecting this. There we go. Walking into the wind as well. That's a pace. Break walking since 7 this morning. different in the middle of summer. Come prepared. Oh my lord. Within 5 minutes I'm soaked, even with my raincoat on. I'm about halfway to my tent. Oh lord. There we go. Well, on my last night in Dartmoor, and decided I know where to blow a gale. I'm sure this Hilleberg Acto will hold up. Fingers crossed. It has just ripped out the tent pegs from over there, so I've had to cow out and sink them back in again. I'm hoping it doesn't happen again because I'm going to run out of ground otherwise. So we'll have to see. So the gusts are quite big sometimes, but it should be alright. It's a Hilleberg. It's built to stand this sort of weather. It's not raining, thank goodness, so it's just wind. So we'll see. Tomorrow, back to the pub, bunkhouse, steak and chips. Yeah, so I was going to cook dinner, but it's too windy at the moment. I'm not going to try and heat up, so I'm not going to be cold either. So I'm hoping it'll die down later, and then I'll probably put something on later. If not, I'll just mix trail nuts and some red wine, but don't drink too much, just in case there's a problem. You need to keep a straight head. So I don't remember the last time I went on a camping trip when it was all just normal tickety-boo, and it's always some disaster happens. I don't know what it is. Ever since I started YouTube, there's always been a problem, and yeah, I don't know. I've been jinxed. So this is the summertime. It's supposed to be nice. It was gorgeous last week, and this week has been rain and showers and wind. Yeah, it is what it is. It's better than going to work. Right. Back shortly. Oh, morning. My last night, the last day now. So I'm going to leave this place. I'm going to Princetown and be picked up tomorrow. So I look forward to my surf and turf steak. I have made 4 new friends from Colombia. There you are. Turned up last night. Party until 4 this morning. Look, they know that this is not Henry. This is my YouTube channel.
Oh right. Hello guys.
Right. I'll speak to you later. Well, I made it at last. Bye. Bye. It took about half hour. Silence, no wind, no rain. First time in 5 days. On my last day. That is sod's law, isn't it? most uncomfortable night again. I'm going to say a big thank you to Trekology. I had a mat about 5 months ago, and it kept deflating. I used it about 4 times maximum. So I sent them an email, and within 2 days I had another one, just in time for this trip. So, and it has not let me down. It has not deflated. So big thank you to them. No fuss whatsoever. Quick as lightning. Through Amazon. So that was good. I don't know how long this video is going to be. I'm going to try and keep it short. As you probably gather by now, my videos are never 10 minutes long. It's about 45. And some people have commented that they're too long and can get a little bit boring. Maybe. I don't know. But then do I cut it all down and not be me? I'm not that much into editing. I say what I say and then just carry on and put it on YouTube. I just clip an end here and there in the beginning. That's about all I can do, but I'm getting there, learning as I go along. But yeah, do you want short videos, 15-minute ones or 10-minute ones? Who knows? Maybe what I'll do in the future is do a few 15-minute ones, see how that goes, and then do longer videos on my trips like this one. See what happens. It's always a bit more of a strain first thing in the morning, especially when you haven't slept. I think I must have slept on a hump, because my hips, both sides, caning every hour I had to turn. But I got a good 10 hours of tent time and reading. Hounds of the Baskervilles. So read some of that. Then my neighbours turned up, Colombians, so that broke the evening up a little bit. And there's my friends. Look, staring at me already, look. They know you're here. They don't want you here, I think. Coming out here has been a challenge, I have to say, between one thing and another. But life is full of challenges, is it not? Yes, it is. And I've enjoyed the trip, as I keep saying, but it's not just about coming out wild camping. I think it's recharging your batteries from work and the stresses of life in the city, just to come out here. I think if you live here, you take this for granted, and I bet you if you did a survey that nearly everybody around Dartmoor and outside the city, I bet they've never heard of the word mental health and stress and anxiety attacks and things like that, because this is a different way of life. In the city, we're running around and trying to earn a living, trying to pay that rent and mortgage off, bring the kids up. It ain't easy. So now and again, to escape and get out here, even for me, I've just about had enough of work when it comes to that point where I have that week away and just come places like this. Although this was arduous, but I feel better for it. And the thing is, you'll also remember these trips for the rest of your life. I will never forget this trip. It's been an adventure, that is for certain. And yet another learning curve, because I'll definitely come back, and I'll come back slightly better prepared. I can't be much better prepared, but I know what I need to tweak now for next time when I come to Dartmoor, and what not to do, not to go off the paths. So yeah, so anybody that needs to get away, get yourself a tent, or just come and stay B&B and walk. Just walk every day on the moors. And when you go back, you will feel absolutely rejuvenated. I promise you, you will. A lot better to face the world out there, I can assure you. Looking forward to going back to work now. No. Got about another hour before I hit Princetown, so I shall get a move on. Well, that's it then. The end of my trip. Home tomorrow. Thank you for watching. I've thoroughly enjoyed it. It's rain and mist again now, as usual. Now, before I finish though, behind me, base camp, Polar Expedition. So I've been in there for a chat. Very, very knowledgeable guy. Well, he has to be for his job, because he does polar expeditions, 2 weeks in the Antarctic, and seeing polar bears and whatnot. Everything all thrown in, the whole lot, £2,500 for 2 weeks in the North Pole. How good is that? I'm going to have some of that. Not next year, the year after. 2 years I've got, and yeah, I think that'll be a great adventure. Fantastic. So yeah, I shall be looking at his websites and picking a date. Throw it past the wife first. Anyway, before I get too wet, don't forget to subscribe and press the thumbs up, please. Thank you. And I shall chat to you again on my next adventure. Thank you very much. Bye.